What's up, guys? Welcome back to your second STEM Take Home Challenge. Before we get started, I have a question for you. Do you know what a pond skater is? It's a bug. Looks like this. You ever seen one of those guys before? They're also called water striders. It's related to what we're doing. These bugs, they're kind of like little bug superheroes, and they have this superpower that allows them to sit atop of water and zoom around. So you may have seen one of these before in person. If not, definitely Google it and check it out. It is called a pond skater or a water strider. And it's crazy. They sit atop of the water, and it's like their little legs, just like I don't know. It's almost like a person standing on top of a mattress. They sink in, but they don't sink. And the reason why they do this is because of surface tension. So last time we talked about surface tension for a little bit when we did our balloon kebabs. Today, you are going to see surface tension in action using water. So you're kind of creating your own pond skater. So in your packet this week, you should have gotten some directions along with what was included and what was not. So there you go. A wooden pencil, a couple of paper clips, and some toilet tissue, courtesy of Gates County Schools. Let's get started. So you can see that I have all of our materials spread out here. What was included this week? Paper clips, a wooden pencil, and some tissue paper. What you're going to need on your own is water, which I have some here, and I've already got some in the bowl. And you're going to need a bowl. Now, I used a glass bowl just so we can, really see all the way down to the bottom what's going on. So, let's look at our instructions. So, we're going to make a paper clip float on water. Just to remind you, paper clips do not float. Check this out. You see that it has sunk all the way down to the bottom. It doesn't matter how easy you try to place it in there, it's not going to float. The paper clip is going to sink. So, let's get started. The first step says fill the bowl with water. So you see I already have some water. I'm going to add a little bit more to kind of get it close to the top. Then it says tear off some tissue paper. So it gives you some measurements. I did a rough estimate of that measurement that they've asked for. Let me give you a hint, or a tip, I guess, not really a hint. So this tissue paper I'm giving you from the school, it's actually 2-ply. You can tear it apart if you want. If you don't tear it apart, the first layer is just going to drop to the bottom anyways. So if you go ahead and do that, take it apart, that doubles the amount of times that you're able to do this because you'll have twice as much toilet paper. So we have our tissue paper. Gently place the tissue paper onto the surface of the water so that it floats. Okay, we've got our floating tissue paper. Place the dry paper clip on top of the tissue. So we're going to be gentle here. Okay, you see how we've got that? And then our last step, use the rubber end of the pencil to carefully poke until the tissue sinks and the paper clip is left floating. Here we go, guys. So we're just going to take our time. And you want to do this gently. See our tissue paper starting to kind of fall. And there it goes. You guys check that out. paper clip is floating. There you go, guys, a floating paper clip. I want you to kind of look at how the water almost caves in around it. That is called surface tension, and that's exactly how a pond skater stays atop of the water without sinking and is able to move because of that. You did it. Good job. How awesome was that? Just made a paperclip float on water, like, no big deal. My paperclip's just floating. It's just some surface tension. No big deal. I'm sitting here just looking at it. It's right over there beside me. I'm gonna just see if it'll float all day long. You do know that if you were to take and break the tension around the paper clip, you know, that part of the water that's kind of like caving in underneath it, once you break that tension, that's what's going to make your paper clip sink. So you may want to experiment with it. Also, now I'm wondering if I could lay more than one paper clip on the same piece of toilet tissue and get that to float. That would be a great thing for us to test out when we do our online meeting soon. So really quickly, you know, I've got a little explanation down here at the bottom. I'm just going to read over it with you guys. So how does it work? The paper clip is held afloat by the surface tension of the water. Water molecules are polar, so they pull on each other. This creates a tension like a thin, flexible membrane on the surface, which holds the needle afloat. I'm guessing they're talking about the paper clip, holds the paper clip afloat. The tissue paper allows you to lower the paper clip onto the water gently without breaking the surface tension. So that may be something else you want to Google. Water molecules, they pull together very, very tightly, and it's almost like they form this invisible barrier, which allows for something that is solid to sit on top of it without floating. I'm telling you, it's like some serious superpowers going on right now. At first, I thought the pond skater had the superpowers, but now I'm thinking I need to give cred to the water, because maybe the water is what has the superpower. Who knows? Either way, I think it's awesome that we were able to do this today. And I hope to see you at our online meeting soon. Remember, with parental permission, to record what you've actually done. Tag it, hashtag floating paperclip, hashtag Gates AIG on social media. Follow us on Instagram, only with parental permission, at Gates AIG, and keep some tissue. Let's race to see whose paperclip can float the longest, or let's see who can make the most paper clips float. So I'll see you soon. Bye.